Facilities has been preparing for El Nino, and we want to share with you what we can do for you in the event of trouble.
What is El Nino?
It's a weather pattern where instead of the wet, stormy weather going across the northwest as it does normally, it sends that wet, stormy weather down across California, Arizona, Nevada, and then Texas and Louisiana. Now in the northwest, where they're used to getting all that rain every year, it's not such a big deal. But for us down here in California, this combination of heavy rains and storms creates quite a problem for us.
How likely is it that we're going to have an El Nino this year, and how strong do you think it's going to be?
As you can see from this picture, the warm water mass over the ocean is very similar to what we had in 1997. So the National Weather Service is very confident that we're going to have an El Nino this winter. Okay, so I'm going to go over our El Nino preparation plan, what you can expect, what are the risks to UCSF and to you personally, what steps you can take to mitigate and prepare for this, what steps we've already taken, how we plan on responding when things do happen, when we have these large winter storms, and what recovery procedures we need to put in place so that we can resume business and get back to our normal lives as quickly as possible after an event. What to expect with the El Nino? Well, we're going to have a winter like we often do, which gives us lots of rain over the months of November, December, January, and February. In fact, on a normal year, we get 70% of our rain between those 4 months. So we'll have that, but the El Nino just gets added on top of that. So you can expect many days of heavy rains, high winds, some power outages on stormy days, and some trees being down, and all the implications that leads to with our traffic and our operations. Okay, let's talk about the risks. So we have a high potential that during these heavy wind storms that will take out some overhead power lines. Facility services will have some power outages, although most campus sites have backup power. Facility services, you could have some trees get blown down, some branches block the roadway. This particular image looks like Medical Center Way. There's potential for mudslides. With this drought, there's not much holding the soil down, so we could have some small mudslides. And one big impact could be if there's street flooding throughout the city or in certain locations in the city, could really cause some trouble for our traffic and getting around. Okay, knowing that this is coming, Facilities has been preparing for El Nino for some time, and there's the potential for major floods or leaks. And we have trades, building engineers, custodial services, and project coordinators all ready for that. There could be roof leaks, or water intrusion into certain areas, or drain problems. Although we've been cleaning, inspecting our drains and all our cleanouts. Facilities has sandbags and hydro barriers stocked. Facilities has the grounds crew on standby for the tree damage, and we have contract people that can come in and help us with tree damage. If there's wind damage, we're going to have our staff stay off the roof if the wind gets too high. If there's broken windows, we have plywood to board them up until we can get them fixed. For power outages, Facilities has backup power in almost all locations. So we feel that we're as ready as you can be. You can never be 100% ready, but Facilities has been getting ready for this for some time. Okay, let's talk a little bit about how we're going to recover and how we're going to restore after we have an incident like a water damage. Facilities has outside vendors under contract, restoration companies and cleanup companies that'll help us get that water damage cleaned up and help us get your lab or office area back into operation. Facilities will need to make risk claims on any time there's major damage, and we'd like your help with that. If you could take pictures whenever there's a property damage, take as many pictures as possible so that there's really clear documentation of what was damaged and where. And lastly, communication. I urge anyone to sign up for our urgent notification listserv to get facilities-related notification for power outage or any major facilities-related issues. You can get an email or a text. To do that, go to the facilities webpage and just enter your info. Lastly, if there's a major incident in the building, we will send out a building listserv which hits all occupants of the buildings. But again, we do that very selectively. Now's the time to make your plans for winter. If there's a storm, can you work from home? Are you set up to do so? How many people from the office need to come in on those days? If you do have to come in, make plans to leave early. Traffic's going to be slow. You may have to reroute around flooding. Throw a raincoat in your trunk or leave one at your office. Check the gutters at your house and check the storm drain on your street. If it's clogged, call 311. All these things are a lot easier to do when it's not raining. Okay, thank you for your time. I hope we have a quiet, uneventful winter season and we get lots of rain, fills up the reservoirs, and makes a lot of snow up in Tahoe. Have a good day.